Hi there, this movie is intended as a walkthrough for the final registration process of the Midwest High School Ski Conference. As you're watching this video, just make sure that in the bottom corner here you've changed the resolution to 720 and you go to the full screen mode so you can see what I'm doing here. Alright, once you are in the Coaches Management Center, you've gone in here and all your information is correct. Your team coaches, you have all the coaches, team managers, assistant coaches, and athletic directors that you want on the conference. You've gone in here and you've added all your teams. Again, this is not just the name of your school, but all the teams that you will be bringing to each race. And you have all your athletes that have registered. You are ready to submit registration. You may have noticed there that in my athletes I have a few athletes that don't have a valid waiver. So the first thing is when you submit registration, it will tell you that your team is not ready. So you do need to view your athletes and make sure that all these are red. Now, a couple things here. Most people, if you just view their waiver, you'll see what's wrong with them. We'll start with Jenny Vogel here. Jenny has signed the waiver, but her parent hasn't, so I'm just going to go ahead and send that. That email was sent to the athlete's guardian. I'm going to go back and do the same for John here. He has no waiver, so you need to get on John's email and make sure he signs in to even sign the waiver himself. And Ryan also has signed it, but his parent has not. You'll notice that this also doesn't work, so let's go back and see what's wrong with Ryan. If we go into the edit screen, you'll see that Ryan doesn't have any guardian information. He's under 18, but he doesn't have guardian information. So I'm going to go ahead and add myself here. What you would do is you would contact John and find out his guardian information so that you can send them the waiver. And when you do that, now it's going to go, and again, I can go into that. Now he has signed it, and we can send. There we go. Now it's sent to the guardian. So you just have to continue doing that and wait until all these are red. Okay, so I've done all that, and now if you look here, all my athletes are all set. This is the goal here, to have all your athletes that don't have any red marks on them. Now if I go ahead and hit submit registration, it will bring me to the registration page. It tells me I have 4 contacts registered, that's my coaches. I have 6 athletes registered, and I have these 6 teams that I am paying the conference for, that I'm going to be bringing to every race. It also tells me how much I owe the conference, and as soon as I submit final registration, then now all my teams have been registered. All I need to do is send the check for $600 to Miss Vogel or the current treasurer, and we are all set. Please make sure you print this page for your team's records. This is the only thing that you have in order to register. That is it, unless, of course, you have, after you have registered, you have another person that wants to join the team. Okay, so let's say that you have already submitted your registration, but you have a new athlete. If I click here, you'll see that I had submitted 6 of them, but now I have a new athlete right here. And he's all set to go, but he wasn't in the final registration. You also notice that because of my new athlete, I had to add a new team, which is fine as well. But what you need to do is just resubmit your final registration. So, again, you'll go to submit registration, and since my new athlete has a good waiver, I'm all set again. It now has that I have 7 athletes. It has now all the teams, and now I have a new order or how much I owe the conference. But again, you can submit registration as many times as you want, as long as we know the new athletes or new teams when you add them. If you want to add a new coach, that is not, you don't need to resubmit any registration. You can add or update the coaches anytime throughout the year.